Hey guys, today we're back. It's Chimay, the red label. It's brewed by monks. And we're going to talk about it right now. Hey guys, Jim, beer to you, we're back. So, how are we doing? What are we doing today? Today's victim is the Chimay, the red label Chimay, otherwise known as the Premiere. So, a little bit about Chimay, the history of it. It is one of the 11 breweries still in existence that are run by Trappist monks. They're a religious order, and part of their thing is work and service. And in a lot of ways, they support their monastery by making beer. So, in 1860s, in Scourmont, I think that's pronounced correctly, Scourmont, Abbey, near the town of Chimay in Belgium, some monks started this brewery, and ever since they've been making this beer. And the cool part about it is all the profits from this beer go to keeping the monastery open, and then to good causes, charities, and the like. So I think that's kind of neat. So taking a look at the bottle, I got the big bottle. So they come in smaller bottles. This one is kind of cool. It's a 750 with a cork. So I think I'll do that off screen because I don't know if you want to watch me struggle with the cork. Maybe we'll see if we can do it live. But Brune, it says, so it's a brown ale. It's also a Belgian dubbel. So Belgian beers are typically double, triple, quadruple. It was how much alcohol was in the beer. So looking at the bottle, it says Père Trappiste, which is French for the Trappist monks. And that's about it. I'd read you the label, but the label's in French and also in German. Oh, there it is in English too. The Trappist logo certifies that this ale is brewed in a Trappist abbey and that the majority of this ale's income is intended for social aid. So, neat. So now, without further ado, we're going to see if I can pop this champagne cork and go to town on this thing. Remove the cage. Step 2, give it a twist. Yeah. Kind of like champagne, but not. Why is it like champagne? Because it was actually bottle conditioned, which means there's still a bit of yeast when the bottles are sealed and it finishes its fermentation and actually carbonates in the bottle. Fun fact. So just to be different, and I don't have a proper tulip glass, I'm actually using a wine glass right now to sample pour this. So now, without further ado, here comes the sexy part. Look at that. There we go. So definitely a copper to brown color beer with a nice thick, creamy white head. So we'll get right on to, I think it's a little lighter. I think the lights are making it seem a little darker. Maybe it's my shirt, maybe it's the background. But this is more of a ruby copper color. I think it's coming over a little browner. But on the nose, the Belgian note. It's hard to describe it. If you just have to try some Belgian beers to get it. It's partially a yeast character. It's partially the malt and hops. So your stats for this beer, it's going to be 17% alcohol by volume, 19 IBU, so a sweet and malty beer. Not looking for a lot of bitterness at all. Yeah, a lot of good Belgian notes. So malt and sweetness and some kind of caramely notes on the nose. Nice color, nice head. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh, so right away, like I said, I refer to it in conversations as that kind of Belgian funk. There's just this sort of little aftertaste that comes from the Belgian yeast, but it's right there. Otherwise, this is a very, very rich malty beer. Kind of beer you'd want to sit by a nice warm fire to drink and maybe eat with some cheese, but very rich, very malty. Almost no hop character at all, which is what you expect. It's not bitter. It's got some sweetness. It's not cloyingly sweet on the back end, on the finish there. And then just that tiny Belgian aftertaste. I wish I could do a better job describing it. And if you can, comment below, please. Do let me know if there's a word for it. It's made by using a specific strain of yeast that they use at the Belgian Abbey, but it's all just right there. It's good malt, it's good finish, it's very good beer, very quality beer. Fairly widely available, so this is one you can get. Bigger beer, but something I wanted to check out. They come in red label, white label, blue label. Each one of those is a different beer, completely different color, completely different aroma, so check them all out. If you guys are interested, I might try if I can grab a blue and a white label, and maybe we'll do a comparison later on down the road. Hey, so what would I pair this with? I think I would pair this with with some cheese, maybe a little bit of roasted meat, something like that. On a cold winter's day by a fireplace. This would be a good beer for that. All right, so the number one answer, if you saw this in a bottle shop, would I buy it? And the answer is absolutely. Definitely check it out. If you're new to Belgian beers, and it's a whole wide world, this Trappist ale is a very good intro. Real easy to get, pretty approachable, and a good way to kind of get your feet wet in that. So without further ado, let's rate it. Yeah. So it's good. There's definitely some Belgian beers with a little bit more of that Belgian character out there, but this is definitely a solid entry. It's got a good story, good color, good aroma. I'm gonna give this one 7 out of 10, and I will give you that definite buy it rating. So if you like what you see here, if you're enjoying this channel, please like, share, subscribe. Remember, hit that little button down there or the little logo in the corner, and you can be subscribed for fresh hot beer reviews in the future. Until then, cheers.